Nothing. Oh, they're gonna...
Watch it. Those are source hounds.
Level 10. Alright, I won't go out that way. They'll sniff me out. How big is this place? Alright, Driftwood, Lothar, Magisters Legion, Driftwood, Higba. Alright, let's go to the second, not second floor, but the floor of this place.
First to go.
Of silver, gold, and diamonds now dispose. With friends and lovers, my George.
Stick to your own kind is my advice.
The town.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass.
Don't forget it.
If she had a compass, she must have been captain. Where's your ship?
The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad.
I don't hear a bell.
Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
That's a mirror.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
Alright, Brax?
It's a shame, it is.
An absolute shame.
What's the shame?
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
He wasn't a poor deer!
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sick and a void woken on me.
You said it, Hilka. You're a true patriot.
You really don't have to look that far.
Assholes!
Yeah? What do you want?
I don't want anything.
Good. Keep it that way. Before you go, help us settle an argument.
What's the disagreement?
Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards, and Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
World's going to hell! Now, just be cautious.
Eden looks victorious. Thatcher looks unconvinced.
See? I told you.
Thatcher shrugs.
All right, move along there. You may be wiser than you look, but you're of no more use to me.
She turns back to her drink.
Stick to your own kind is my advice.
With a dip of her head, she indicates that you...
Alright. I should kill every Magister. That's a really shiny lock.
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps sound.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad dwarf.
Wake up!
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
What bad dwarf things?
Blood and oil do mix, after all.
His eyes open, but he doesn't see you.
What do you mean, blood and oil?
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
Wake up!
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. He's still asleep.
Nameless Island.
There's no graveyard on the island. Stay away from the graveyard.
Come on!
His eyes open, but he doesn't see you.
Where's the graveyard? Why should people stay away?
Sawdust and wolves, Mother. Sawdust and wolves.
Wake him up.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Dusty wolves?
Arcs for Lucian's Day sounds nice, Mother.
Wake up!
His eyes open, but he doesn't see you.
You gonna be on Arcs on Lucian's Day?
Leave me alone, Mother.
Wake up!
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
I'm not your mom.
Leave my stuff alone.
He goes back to sleep.
Go shut the door. Go do your thing.
Stick to your own kind is my advice.
God damn it.
You really don't have to look that far.
Can't open it.
Oh, forget it.
Alright, where is that person I'm supposed to meet? Probably in there. With the guy with the shiny swords. Who are probably going to try to beat me up.
As you approach the silken-robed noble, Ifan does a double-take and laughs in recognition. He pulls you to one side.
I know this man, and he's not at all what he seems. A moment.
Go ahead.
Ifan bounds forward and embraces the man, all effusive greetings. As they part, talking animatedly, the man's beard slips sideways down his face. He's wearing a disguise. Ifan laughs as he straightens the beard. They chatter away for some time, using a guttural cant you struggle to understand. At one point, the man says something and looks over at you intently. Ifan waves his hand and laughs.
Continue.
The man hunkers down and seems to be sketching a rough map on the floor, using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of threads pulled up from the carpet. Ifan claps the man on the back and turns to leave.
Who the hell was that?
Well, now we know the way to the sawmill. And we know Roos thinks I'm bringing you there as part of the Godwoken contract.
What? You got all of that? Who are you?
Here now. When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see.
You have a lot of stuff. But I don't have a lot of money.
Have you a reason for barging into my room, madam?
I saw you talking with Ifan.
I've no idea what you're talking about. Now, will you be leaving my room under your own power, or will I have to whistle up my guards?
I didn't mean to offend.
No harm done, I suppose. Though why I pay good money for these so-called bodyguards is another question entirely. Still, I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your service.
Where your travels taking you, man?
Travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a traveling man?
Because of the state of your boots, so travel worn.
He laughs heartily.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought my boots would give me away, but you're quite right, of course. I am traveling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon, a celebration no man with a heart that is both as pious and mercantile as mine should miss.
Why you need guards?
I'm a wealthy man, and wealthy men need protection, especially if they accompany their wealth. The merchant's burden, you see. He must escort his merchandise, always.
Is Lucian's Day why you're attending... going to Arx?
I go because it is every citizen's duty. Our communal obligation to chant the rites of the return and pray for Lucian's divine resurrection. That said, I do have more secular motivations as well. Arx positively overflows with pilgrims during the festival, pilgrims and their purses.
Sounds like I'm headed to Arx next.
As a merchant, it is quite my favorite day of the year.
Hi. Hi.
Doesn't this room strike you as eerie? There's a chill in the air, a deeper darkness in the shadows. But, of course, I should hold my tongue and stand guard. All's well as long as my lord's coffers are safe.
Yeah, sure. Alright, we gotta go to the sawmill for you. Wait, whose room is this?
Right as rain, he'll
The experience of a lifetime, is it? It's disgusting, that's what it is.
Damn it!
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
I'll knock it if I want. Even I haven't tried it.
Alright, there's a crazy woman. And wreck caravan. Yeah, I'm not gonna kiss her. Alright, we need to go talk to that dwarf.
Stick to your own kind is my advice.
I've got a pick of
Yo, Lothar, got news for ya, my homie. Home's home on the range.
Better get out there before Maldus makes it all the way past Arks.
Here, I got, here's the letter I found.
I asked you for a man, not a note.
Look at the note!
He takes the letter from your hands and reads it quickly, face hardening with anger as he reaches the end.
Bloody goddamn spit-sucking weasel! This is bad. Not just for me and mine. Not just for you and yours. This is bad. For everyone.
What's Mordenkatum?
Hell if I know, but it don't sound good. Seems as though Mordus wasn't mine after all. Trouble is, I don't know whose he is. Of course. That's why I haven't heard from the cave. Sabotage. Listen up, I need your help. We all do. Mordus has his hands on something dangerous. Something I was trying to protect us from. Not just my folks. The whole damn realm.
I need details.
Look, me and mine, we move classified cargo. Take it right off Magister ships and put it into the hands of those that will use it rightly. Trouble is, we came across something no one ought to have. Not the Magisters, not my folks, not the gods themselves. I ordered it to be destroyed. I guess Mordus, whoever he's working for, wants it for themselves. That can't happen.
Do you know where Mortis is now?
Reckon I can guess. My people had an operation up in the caves outside town. Good access to red ships and plenty of privacy too. Haven't heard from them in a couple of days now. I thought maybe we'd lost the messengers to Voidwoken in the hills, but now I think it's worse than I thought. I bet my lucky left foot Mordus is in the cave. You gotta get to him before he gets his hands on that cargo. Pray to whoever you pray to that it ain't too late.
I'll do what I can.
Finally, someone with a little sense around here.
I have some stuff to sell you too. Like this painting. Like this painting. And I don't think I'm gonna need the strange gem again.
Tell the truth now. Who was it that sent you?
He doesn't have money. What's this? A blank. Ooh. Alright, I'll sell this to somebody else. I'll be right back. Right back, I tell you.
Give me your map. I'll show you where we were operating, where I think Mordus will be. I don't want to know what'll happen if he gets what he's after.
Alright. We're on the mission, folks. Alright. There must be other things to do around here. I mean, I could have just taken the way back upstairs. Alright, let's get out of here. Still looking for elves to help Serena. We gotta make more poison bottles. Who's Magister? Have I been in this house yet? I don't think I have. It's full of Magisters. Let's go kill all of them!
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation.
I'm new to the area, sorry.
Well, mind your bloody step in future. I've an investigation to carry out, and I don't need any more distractions.
What about the fugitive?
He's a deviant named Higba, a grubby little tinkerer with a criminal mind. Some of my Magisters have vanished from Driftwood lately, and I'm certain that fiend is responsible.
Do you have any proof?
The fiend's greed gave him away. He was peddling items that belonged to those missing from our ranks. He saw my men before they could seize him and fled.
Oh, they could have just deserted.
Desertions? What do you know about desertions?
I mean, just heard a word around town.
This miserable town has too many gossip mongers. But they're right. We have had some desertions of late. Veterans disgruntled with the new leadership. But they slip away in the night, taking supplies. Cowards and traitors, all of them. I'm looking for loyal Magisters, vanishing in broad daylight. Desertion just doesn't fit.
Suspect must be a fearsome sort to be bested by Magisters.
Hardly. By all accounts, he seemed like just another money-grubbing nobody. He must have caught my Magisters unawares. It's the only explanation. No matter, he'll face justice either way. If you catch sight of that dog, tell me or my men at once. Understand? Well, do you know anything?
Nope.
Stop wasting my time, then.
I'm watching you, stranger.
Explain that it's hard to remember a name like Bells Warm.
Of course, sir. Right away.
More Magisters.
Head nodding drowsily, the Magister brings her voluminous sleeve up to her face. She sniffs loudly and suddenly jerks to attention, eyes red-rimmed with zeal, and something else.
They won't take me unawares. I'm ready for anything. See? I have accepted it. Well, I'm ready. That's what matters. Vigilance.
What are you sniffing, and can I get some of
She
that?
turns her back on the other Magister and leans right up close in your business.
Shh. No need to shout about it. It's just a tiny, eensy mite of a smidgen of whatever can keep me awake. No sleep. If I can just keep my eyes open, I'll be safe.
She breathes heavily as she looks past your face, pupils dark and wide as the void, then resumes her twitchy post.
Oh, great, a citizen. Can't you see I'm on a break here?
And there's also a destroyed caravan outside.
What? Oh, no. Poor Demori. Go tell Magister Raymond or Magister Julian immediately. They'll raise the alert. Go. Now.
Okay. Oh, the Meister's house. Should go in there. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Hi there, little girl.
You can't go in there, missus. The Meister isn't home and the Magisters locked her house up for her. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess, a big one.
Do you know the Meister?
She's my friend. She was one of the Magisters once, She was very high up. She used to look for god people and help them. But then she stopped that and just stayed in the house all the time. She used to play with me, but then the Magisters took her away, they did. They took her outside the village. I'm not allowed outside the village.
Where do you think the Meister is?
She looks around theatrically to see if there's anyone listening.
When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her crying.
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep breath, puts on a happy smile, turns and skips away.
Is anybody looking? Okay. Do we still have lockpicks? Yeah, we got 2. Okay, let's try this. Damn it! Alright, that didn't help. Guess we're gonna have to find the Meister. Let's talk to the cows. Sorry.
Oh, we dwarves at a kingdom.
Yeah.
Heavens to Bessie, another one. More queer folk than commoners in Driftwood these days.
Why do you think I'm queer?
Just look at you. A sword-slinging stranger if ever I saw one. I'm surprised those robed fellas aren't attacking you on sight. Anyway, tavern's just down the road. Can't miss it.
Thank you.
My pleasure, love. Hope you have a good time with the freak folk in there. I'd keep a wary eye, mind. I saw one of them dragging a voidwoken in there once. There's freaks, and then there's lunatics.
Maybe I'm glad I ain't pulling carts of stinking fish round no more. But what's a beast to do if not pull?
Don't worry, you have a delicious future in front of you.
Well now, wouldn't that be grand? Fresh grass every summer, maize all winter, and... Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Because you look tasty. Alright. Gundallow? Who's Gundallow?
Hope you ain't looking for work in this dying town. Besides, you ain't got the look of a fisher about you, I'll tell you that much.
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo. Go on, you mute sacks of flesh. Put your backs into it. I'll not lose another day to the tide. The Lord Dread awaits. Its sails billow with Dallas's breath. I'll...
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you, the wolf eyeing the deer.
And tough fellow, this one. Keep calm and courteously bid him a good day.
You do not get to make that decision. That decision is mine. A good day? Let's talk about a good day. Tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clapper as your bones are being broken with cast iron rods?
Ah, such cruelty is unworthy of a fellow human being.
We do cruel things unto others and unto ourselves because we must.
No, you don't.
He licks his lips. Dry flesh turns wet.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a puddle of your own blood and piss.
What's your game?
My favourite one. I'm very good at what I do, see. I don't even need a sauce hound yapping by my side. There was a whiff of something in the air when you approached. A current of filth. That is to say, sauce.
Try it.
Best convince me I was mistaken.
Memory. How dare you suggest such a thing? Lady Dallas doesn't seem to smell current last time you dined with her in Fort Joy.
He leans in closer and sniffs the air once more.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Must have been ambition I smelled on you, not the magic that dare not speak its name. Very well. In that case, we'll forego the gallows and turn straight to the hunt. No doubt a trustee of Dallas is champing at the bit to see some action. Seems peaceful here, doesn't it? A quiet day in a quiet town. One wouldn't think these drifting woods toss on dwarf-troubled waters. But they do.
Dwarf troubles?
Consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? A mule, a beast of burden. But some defy that role. There are rats among them, dancing to their rat queen's tune.
You're crazy.
I've need of a rat catcher.
No.
Did I give you the illusion you have a choice? How absurd. I must depart post-haste, but Julian here will stay behind and be a good little parrot. Ask and he will answer.
Stay behind? But I've my orders. Same as you.
Like I said, Julian is staying. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we part shaking hands instead of stringing them up?
No.
For a few moments, his hand hangs motionless in the air, then is withdrawn with a swift and determined finality.
Hard feelings it is. The illusion of choice. Remember, I'll remember.
I'll have fun killing you.
Time has come, my stitched-lipped lovelies.
Raspy gusts of...
Get on board and man your saddle.
These sacks weigh like lead. It's a disgrace I have to toil like this. I'm a Magister, not a damn silent monk.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes, none the worse for wear, apparently, from the blast of magic that knocked him off his feet.
You, the so-called friend of Dallas. I'd be whining and dining aboard the Lord Dread if it weren't for you. Your meddling in Magister affairs had better be worth it.
Bye. I don't want to help you get dwarves. Hey there.
The water looks nice.
Hello, missus.
The little boy looks at you. He picks his nose.
You be careful. My daddy's a Magister.
No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here.
My dad's a god, probably.
They stare at you in disbelief. Then they start laughing.
You're weird.
What are you expecting to see?
We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim. He'll be back soon.
He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy.
Fort Joy?
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back.
Your friend must be really strong.
That's right.
I think he's an idiot. And when he gets back, I'm going to tell him so.